Hi, I'm Cynthia Schiller. Please like and subscribe. We're going to talk about this blocking, unblocking. If they still want communication from you, what exactly is going on with this narcissist? They don't want to talk to you, but they haven't blocked you. You're calling them, trying to communicate with them. A lot of times when we break up with someone in these narcissistic relationships, we're trauma bonded. So we overreach out. Comment below if you can relate to that. I definitely did that, but it's kind of odd how they don't block us. Now, some of it is kind of somewhat generational, not 100%. I'm 51. And when I was with my two narcissists, different times, I blew their phone up, just tried to communicate. They could have changed their number, which is kind of a hassle for them, you know, because they got to go through all the change in contacts and stuff. But nowadays, you can block people. At that time, when I was with my first one, you could block, I believe, an area code. It might have been the exchange, but I think it was the area code. So you don't want to block that many people that might have that same area code or exchange. But in today's day and age, a lot of the younger people are used to, you know, growing up at, you know, through high school where they're like, well, just block them, or, you know, they blocked me. They don't want to be my friend anymore. And so they're more used to that. Depending on how tech savvy you are, how hip you are, maybe you got kids that kind of taught you how to block people or suggested it. But the narcissist will often leave that line of communication open. They can cut ties. They feed off of everything you're saying to them. They listen. At least mine did. Especially my second one. Like, it was retarded, like 2.5 hours of voice messages, which is terrible. But you know, they'll listen to every word. And it's kind of mind-blowing. Like, if you really didn't want anything to do with me, you know, I've never been violent, don't do drugs or alcohol, or so it's not like I'm gonna do anything damaging to where you're like, what's your next move, what's your next move, I gotta listen. But when they don't block you, they just want to leave that possibility for the reverse Hoover. I was kind of mind blown by my second one, because we were kind of off and on, and how they never end things. And to me, it was like really odd, because if I'm going to break up with somebody, I'm gonna, you know, sorry, it didn't work out and it's just not meant to be, whatever you say, and you move on. But he would never say it, would just ghost me. And they like, it reminds me of soap operas, whereas you're like, just say it, say what you feel. But you know, it allowed us to get back together several times whenever the opportunity arose. So be aware of that. But I see some of you guys posting like, why did they block and then unblock? And what kind of game is that? What's their intention? You know, sometimes you know, there's one of my viewers where I think they were kind of trying to see what the next move was, just because there's like smear campaigns and stuff going on, and they weren't quite sure. Sometimes they may do it to see what you're up to either destroy it. There are several YouTubers who are self-aware who tell you, yeah, I purposely did that. I purposely destroyed their life. I wanted to see if I could get them back. I never meant to be with them. I just broke up their relationship. So now they're alone again. With my first narc, it was very odd. As soon as I started doing good in life, whatever I did, it was like sabotaged. It's a control thing. So when they block and unblock, sometimes it's curiosity, sometimes it's you know, they might be bored, the new supply's not working out, or they want like a harem garage where there's, you know, I don't know, sexual people just for the taking, you know, or to fill their needs, whether it's money or status, or they, you know, want to do some concert and you're in with the band so you can give them backstage passes, things like that. But it is done where they don't block you because they want to see you struggle. Because if you're blocked, there's no communication, and it's kind of like a two-way street. So if they leave you unblocked, they know you're hurting, they hear it, and that's an ego stroke. They also feel, if you're reaching out to me, I don't have to do anything, I don't have to pursue you, I don't have to try, I have you exactly where I want you. And this is where it starts like blowing our minds. It's like, okay, so you have me, but we can't communicate, or we can't see each other, but you know, but that's where the supply comes in. That's where we're feeding their fuel. That's why they often go to a new supply, because we're still feeding their needs. And you would think that they would stay, but they want more and more and more. So they got us, and they can go sow their wild oats. And if they fear they're going to lose that other supply, that's when they do like marriage commitment. Sometimes I might try to be faithful for a little while. Not all narcs cheat, but they can cheat in other ways too. They can cheat emotionally. They can cheat by taking away your time with them. The relationships always fall apart. So the narcissist can block you to get you all fired up and panic mode. Because when you're in panic mode, you stroke their ego more. It also, if they do block you, they know you're struggling, and they like to inflict pain. There are different types of narcissists, different type of personalities, whether you're an empath, whether you're a narc, everybody's different. We all react differently. I've never blocked somebody. To me, I just, whatever, like, and I'm talking like anybody in life. Like I do have some like acquaintance friends that sometimes they kind of reach out a little too much, but I don't block them. I don't mind hearing from them. So maybe your narcissist doesn't mind hearing from you, but it's more to where you're if it was a relationship, and I'm not talking acquaintance friendships, if it was a real true relationship, it gives them power. It gives them power to get you frustrated, to not answer questions directly. So if you're trying to communicate about a child custody exchange, they don't have to commit to anything. And just the games that they play is unbelievable. But blocking, unblocking is a form of control. Whether it's to upset you, whether it's to make you feel that you're worthless because they feel unworthy, and that's the mirroring. It's just abusive in so many different ways. So I hope that helped. Comment below on if you what you feel about when they leave you unblocked. It seems like, maybe they still want communication. Well, if they wanted communication, they'd reply to you. What they want is supply. So hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next video.